Hello everyone, it's what is it, Wednesday the 16th of March, and a little preview again for what's coming up in the next few days. Some quite big events and one or two little ones that might pass you by, so I thought I'd just highlight them. The big one, of course, is the World Indoor Championships in Belgrade, Serbia, which start on Friday. It's the 18th and go through to the Sunday the 20th. Just 3 days of action. Most of it's on various BBC channels, pretty much all of it BBC Two, BBC Three, also on various other formats like the iPlayer and website. So you should be able to follow it all. From a British point of view, we've got three in the men's 800. Elliot Giles, who qualified because he qualified anyway, but he got the extra place for Great Britain to make it three because he won the World Indoor Tour, and he's ranked fourth on times this indoor season and been running really well, so you'd expect him to be challenging for at least making the final, if not medals and if not gold, because he's right up there. So it's Elliot going in that. Guy Learmonth and Charlie Grice got selected, taking advantage of that extra place that Great Britain got. 1500, we've got Neil Gourley and George Mills. I think Neil's 3:35 ranks him about fifth overall. Top gun in that is Jakob Ingebrigtsen, who seems to be doing the 1500, not the 3000, not trying to double. So he'll be going over 1500 metres. In the 3000, we've got Mark Scott and Jermaine Coleman. Certainly Mark Scott wouldn't be going in for it unless he had aspirations to really be competitive at the sharp end. And then on the women's side, perhaps our biggest hope and probably the favourite for gold is Keely Hodgkinson in the 800 metres, who runs alongside Jenny Selman, Scottish athlete who's done really well this season. And good interview with Jenny on the Sunday Plodcast. That's Plodcast with Matt Seddon and Ollie Lum, so worth a listen to last week. 1500, we got Erin Wallace, young Scottish athlete doing really well, getting her first experience of these type of events. And then in the 3000, we've got two girls who challenged in the European Indoors 3000 metres last year, Amy Eloise Markov and Amelia Quirk. And looking at the lineup of the women's 3000, it is pretty hot, so they will do well to feature at the sharp end in that. Heats, a lot of heats are on Friday. Belgrade's 1 hour ahead of the UK. So women's 1500 heats are at 12:30 local time, 11:30 our time, followed by the men's 800 midday our time. Men's 3000 heats are at 12:30 on Friday our time. And then in the evening, it's a straight 3000 metres final for the women at 7:30 UK time. Sorry about that if you can hear one of our dogs barking to go out into the garden. Hopefully my wife Dawn will sort that out, as I'm a bit laid up here after a knee operation on Saturday. Saturday 11:40 a.m, could be 10:40 a.m. our time, women's 800, and 11:15 a.m. men's 1500. So they're both heats on Saturday, and then we go into the finals on the Sunday. So that's the World Indoor Champs to look forward to. Should be good. And chances for some Brits to be quite competitive, I would say, in the distance races. Big thing, big championships at home and even locally, because it's just down the road from us, is the English Schools Cross Country Championships, which are at the Paddock Wood Hop Farm, which is only about, 10 miles from where I live. First race is at 12:30. Last race is at 3:05. 6 races going from the juniors, which is school years 8 and 9, through to the seniors, which is 12 and 13. I'm not going to go through tipping people to win. There's about 40 odd counties in each race, 300 odd runners. The course is pretty much the same as being used at the Kent Schools Championships back in January. Very flat, takes a good length spike, parkland course, quite narrow in places, which will be interesting. Can get very wet, although we haven't had masses of rain, so I don't expect it to be really boggy. But fast, flat course, and with some of the twists and turns, probably got to get out quite well. So, little tip there for everybody on the English schools courses being used on Saturday. Kent also involved in a Tri-Counties indoor championships at Lee Valley over the weekend with a couple of other counties. And one event I hadn't really paid particular attention to until just now is on Saturday at Birmingham, where there's a throws and distance running meeting being organised at the university there. And there's a 5,000 metres, both for men and women. And the men's 5,000s in particular could be quite tasty. Starts at 5:10. Quite often Birmingham put on some sort of Instagram live stream for their meeting, so look out for that. But Archie Davis is down on the entry list. So is Michael Ward, who's pretty swift, over 3,000, 5,000, and had a good indoors. James Hunt, who won the Welsh Cross Country Championships. Will Battersall won the Bucks Cross Country and has aspirations on the track, and a good steeplechaser with after the Commonwealth Games. And Ali Kinlock, who went under 8 minutes for 3,000 indoors amongst the entries. And Tom Keane and Johnny Davis pacing. So look out for that. It's 5:10 on Saturday the 19th at Birmingham, and a few other events going on there, including throws, etc. So that's it. A few things going on this weekend. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to see how my knee goes because I'm really laid up with that. Might not get to the English schools, let alone be able to film it and everything. It's going to be quite busy there, so hopping around the course after a knee op will be extremely difficult, but a colleague might be able to help. But there might be other YouTube channels and stuff that will be showing it, as was the Intercounties last week, where Idris Hamid filmed for Mojo Sports. So some of the races from the UK Intercounties can be found on his channel, which is Mojo, MOJO Sports, from last week. And there is a live stream replay on the British Athletics website from all the UK Intercounties Cross Country Championships last weekend. So there you go. Quick preview for the next few days. Hope you're all enjoying your athletics at the moment.